Scratch. And we're live.
So you're letting the hair grow in. You got that 2 months behind child support beard going on.
That's how I roll. 2 months behind.
That seems unfair.
1 month?
I don't know.
This is a month.
That's the I woke up late. I don't care. Possibly. That's a tweener. That's like that. I'm making up my mind. Am I going to have a beard? Am I going to not have a beard?
That's more what it is.
That's my state all the time.
Yeah. You're a little thicker than that. Yours looks like it's premeditated a little bit. You got the cheeks cleaned up.
You guys don't like my little bird?
Yeah, I like when you flip Bales the bird.
Yeah, I like when you show us your pecker.
This took a long time to frickin' carve.
Yeah, you were saying. You thought it'd be bigger.
What?
He hears that a lot.
I thought it would be bigger, Eloy.
It's not the size that counts. It's the girth.
Well, that neck doesn't look very girthy.
No, but it's the stem, the base. That's the part that you want to be girthy.
Or that's where you're supposed to measure from.
With calipers.
Calipers.
So
what's the story with the bird? Can't just whip it out and ask me if I like it. There's got to be a story.
all right. Since you showed us your bird last time,
Yeah. Hold on, let me set this scene because I think we do this a lot and we don't set any context.
any cock test?
Context.
Oh,
Last time on Scratched.
Previously on an episode of Scratched, already in progress. Now, Eloy carved out of, what is that, pine wood?
Prison soap.
no,
prison soap.
I actually went to Shell Lumber over here in Miami and rummaged through the aisles and got some exotic southern pine.
Pine wood? No, it's pine wood. You, sir, are a jerkwad.
A jerkwad.
Can't just answer that question.
Is
I have new like toned down swear words.
That's not toned down. You just called me a jerk wad.
That's toned down.
That it describes something horrific.
It does not. You have a filthy mind and a poor attitude.
What store did you go to, Eloy?
I went to Shell Lumber. I really didn't go. I've been lying since we got up on here, but I picked Shell Lumber as the lie. I just got to remember them for later on when I'm asked. I'm glad you asked me quickly, so I didn't forget.
What is Shell Lumber?
Not
Shell
a sponsor.
Lumber. Shell Lumber is one of the oldest lumber yards here in Miami.
You went to a lumber yard for that little piece of wood?
No, I was lying the whole time. I just got a scrap of wood from here here in my yard, and I glued it up and created this little bird.
Oh, okay.
Wait, that's laminated? You couldn't find a whole piece that size?
No, because you can't do that when you're carving.
Oh no, it has to be laminated.
No, it has to be a big piece. It can't be a 2x4 if it's this creature. And by the way, for those of you listening, you can go to my channel and check out all the shenanigans that are going on.
Dude.
Where I carve
guns a-blazing.
Where I carve
Beaky the Buzzard.
where I carved this bird. I was gonna say live, another lie. Where I carved this bird for our audience, you will be frickin' amazed.
How many hours are in that bird?
I'd have to calculate, but it's been more than 3. Less than 6, more than 3.
Oh, right on.
You have a weird way of keeping track of time.
I
How
don't.
many? I can't tell you how many I did. I can tell you how many it is not. It is not this, and it is not a this.
Longer than 3, shorter than 5.
Are you guys ready for the conspiracy this time?
What do you got?
Well, Doc is ready, but are the rest of you guys ready?
Depends on the conspiracy. Is it alien? Is it government? Is it spiritual?
All of them.
Oh,
It actually, It fills the gap of all.
It is the perfect storm of conspiracies.
And you've all heard of this conspiracy, but
Does it have to do with the wealthy elite?
it could.
Hmm.
It could.
I say you slam it to me and give me the whole base.
You want the whole base, you got the girth.
I want the whole girth. Make me wince, Eloy.
So here's the gist of the subject.
The conspiracy pickle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The Earth might be flat.
Okay.
I want to hear some new proof quick, or else I'm going to completely dismiss you. You have the floor. Your rebuttal, sir.
Okay. So, the Earth as we know it is flat.
You already said that.
That's all I got.
So I'm going to assume that you're going to say all satellite photos are fake.
Why would they be fake? What are you saying?
Well, because satellite photos show that the Earth is a globe. So all those photos would have to be fake. So have you ever been on a plane?
I've been on a plane about 3 or 4 times.
So have you ever seen the curvature of the Earth with your 2 very own eyeballs?
Well, see, here's the thing. According to scientists, you cannot see the curvature from an airplane. And as far as satellites are concerned, it's a big conspiracy, man.
Okay.
By the way, anybody that has ears on this, if you are a flat earthling or you know somebody who is that wants to come on and talk to us about it, I would love to respectfully hear what they have to say.
So what about boats or cars that disappear over the horizon, but they don't die? Where do they go?
Okay, so number one, I'll tell you this. There's plenty of online information from people getting a good YouTube check every month that you can research on your own. But with that said, I find the whole thing very interesting. So here's the thing. They say that to address all your questions, that the Earth is flat, that in 1950s or 60s or earlier, no, 40s it could be, I don't know. Do your own research.
Not the 30s, but it's not the 50s.
Right. We want to leave a wide window so folks can look. Mm-hmm. Here's the thing for our audience that's listening as well.
So which side do we inhabit? Side A or side B?
What do you mean side A or side B?
Well, I'm thinking if the Earth's flat, I'm thinking of it like a record. So are we on side A or side B?
Heads or tails is actually Bales how it goes.
Are we on heads or tails? And who's on the other side?
Here's the thing.
It's the others.
There's too much. So there's so many. You know how there's so many conspiracies on YouTube, and they all a lot of them tend to cross-pollinate, and it's created a web of conspiracy theories that sort of like bleed into each other. So you can't have the conspiracy of the flat Earth without the conspiracy of the moon landing hoax, for instance, and the fake satellite things that you were talking about.
Don't pass off what you believe as fact, sir.
No, I don't. Am I saying that?
You just called it a hoax. You don't know that. You called the moon landing a hoax. You don't know that for sure.
No, but the conspiracy is a hoax. In other words, they call it the moon landing.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
I'm not saying.
I was gonna say, don't project your bullshit onto me, man.
Yeah, but my stance has always been this. It's not that I enjoy them, because I enjoy to see the debate and see how if somebody can actually put forth a thing that, you know what I'm saying, that is so insane, and yet it can continue to have a life of its own. But so they all blend in together, right? And the satellite situation, they say that satellites can't exist in orbit because there is no freaking orbit. That they can't stay on in orbit. You can't break. They would fall. They say a lot of stuff like that. But
the moon doesn't fall.
They say that the moon. There's a few. Have you heard of the conspiracy where they say the moon is actually a projection in the sky?
Well, I don't believe that.
Yeah, you brought this up once before.
Because sooner or later, some jerk off's going to stand up in front of the projector.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm not saying I believe that, but have you heard of it?
Yes.
I did mention it before.
Yep.
Okay. Well, look, here's the thing. So they say,
who lives on the other side of the Earth coin?
Well, there's different. See, that's the whole problem. There's one group of people that believe in the flat Earth. They think that it's a plane, and it continues on indefinitely, and so there's a dome, because in the Bible it says that there's a firmament and there's a dome, and that in those olden days, when there was a lot of destruction on Earth and evildoers, there was a great flood, and they said that the firmament, the dome, was shattered, and the waters above the firmament came down into the earth and flooded the land and killed off all the evildoers. And that's where you get the Noah's Ark and this. And they say that there were giants, at that time. And you see these videos or conspiracies, and they've talked about this prior to YouTube. This has been forever, where people, might have found giant remains or whatnot, and just a whole series of crazy stuff. And Catalina Island,
double rows of teeth.
You've seen all that.
I've seen all of this crap.
Yeah, me too. Like a shark, 2 rows of teeth.
I wonder if we're being all fed these things to keep us all kooky and stuff.
This was way before I started hanging out with y'all. I remember watching the Giants thing.
Yeah, so
a while ago.
But in the Bible, it says it, though, that there were giants in the land. And what they say about those giants is that
dinosaurs.
They do say that. But so here's the thing. They say that, but they say that this is kind of messed up, but they say that like evil angels came down and got with women, humans.
Yeah, the Anunnaki, we know.
Bow, bow, wow, wow.
Is that the
your pizza's here, ma'am? I didn't order a pizza.
So the Anunnaki,
Bible's not original. It's a plagiarism from Sumerian texts.
No, it's not.
Go compare them.
No, it's not.
Go compare them.
No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not, dude.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. There is a worldwide flood in the
Sumerian text,
in the
Epic of Gilgamesh, and the Bible.
Right, but here's
in every biblical, in every religious text there is a flood.
Yeah, but here's the thing with that. How does that displace the Bible in any way whatsoever? It's the same equivalent as if it's the same equivalent as if there's a earthquake in the U.S. and Bales sitting over there, in Boston, eating beans, Franken beans.
Do you think the Lion King is an original work?
No. But let me finish my thing.
Okay.
No, look. Let me finish my thing, and dude. I'm a little bit more. Even though I do the kooky thing, I'm a little bit more. Like, how can I say? Just listen to me. You're gonna say that these are stories that are rehashed, and that you see them through history. There's an actual, and I get that. Okay, but just put that to the side for a second.
I'm not saying it. History is saying it.
Right. Well, so I'm in the ballpark, right, of what you were thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So give me a little credit to finish my bit. So just because you hear about on the news in your area of a massive earthquake, Rory over there in Colorado gets the information from a newspaper. He opens up in the middle of the street, puts a quarter in. I don't know why he would do that. He could type it in on the computer. But everybody,
he likes the tactile experience of the newspaper.
I like the smell of a fresh newspaper in the morning.
Well, so look, everybody hears the news, and then everybody gets the news. Maybe in France, they're going to say it in French. And so here's the thing. Just because the flood is seen in different, religious texts and historical, does it disqualify the Bible or the Sumerian text or the Indian? Does it disqualify? No, it doesn't. it just says that everybody they recorded it. Is that not accurate to think that way?
They weren't written at the same time.
No, but dude, there's historical figures that write about history throughout, the chronology of time. And like, I could write now a book about frickin' history and sit and do the documentation, and it's a brand new book about history that recounts similar things in the past. The Bible was actually written, the first part, supposedly, according to by Moses, which happened way, past the Israelite or whatever the heck timeline had started already. It was in Egyptian times, so it's younger in that respect.
Mm-hmm.
But there's still these things that all connect, in various texts that all connect. But the fallen creatures interbred with humans and created these giants, and they began to devour other creatures and defile, and they go into that stuff. And then I guess it's the Anunnaki that you're talking about as well.
Falling angels are the Anunnaki. They're the same thing.
It always seemed to me that everybody was telling the same story,
but calling them different things.
Well, everybody had like different action figures, so when they were telling the story, they were picking up different guys. Like, okay, these people, it's just G.I. Joe, right? G.I. Joe is bad, and he came down. It's just that's how they tell the story with the characters for their interchangeable. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so the flat Earth bit, they're saying that it's a flat plane that continues on, but there's a border made of ice, and that border is the Antarctic, and it's just a wall of frickin' ice. And in the 1960s, 50s, 40s, 30s, one of those, there was a guy that sailed out there, but he was like actually like some sort of colonel in the U.S. Army that would do expeditions after World War II. I think it was in the 40s. Let's go with the 40s. And so he believed that there was more land beyond the Antarctic. And I don't know if he believed the flat Earth, but so they use all that. And there's a lot of people that believe that the Earth is frickin' flat.
There is more land past the Antarctic. And if you keep walking, you'll end up right back in your own backyard. Because it's a globe.
Well, that's what you say.
I'm saying there's no Egyptian hieroglyphic cave drawing deal of flat Earth.
There's no hieroglyphic cave.
The cave drawings of flat Earth, and if you look like everything that they drew and the way everything was done, they hid or put all their subtext in how they built stuff, and nothing is built for the flat Earth.
What do you mean nothing is built for the flat Earth?
Everything in their calendar and the way that they move and the way the pyramids interact with the Earth and the sky. See what I'm saying? None of that gives credence to the flat Earth.
Well, that I think people would that believe in the flat Earth would say that would bring evidence.
Where are these people? Who to go Seinfeld? Who are these people? Like, I can't find them anywhere.
I you know what I love, dude? I love when I saw a video that Rory just sent a link. I saw he sent a link with the official explanation that I'm not doing too well in explaining.
That's right.
Oh, well, you know what, dude? At least I'm trying. What are you doing?
So according to these Wikipedia accounts, flat Earth concept has been around in early Egyptian and Mesopotamian thought. And there are some renderings of a flat Earth.
Really?
And it was until Greek period, until the classical period, where we started introducing the globe concept.
Yeah, because there was a guy that measured, I think the sun from two different points, and there was a guy that basically calculated in antiquity. Calculated the circumference of the Earth and all that stuff.
All right, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, but just the same, I love that. So like, you know how the curvature thing that you were talking about. So there's people that are hell bent on proving their case, and if you go on YouTube and see, there's people that put up cameras and stuff, and the boats that go over the horizon, and you see them ducking down. What they'll do is they'll actually zoom. So they do compelling stuff. They'll zoom. What
do they do?
I have a question for you, Eloy.
Okay.
What's more important, being able to prove something with science or with observations?
With emotions, with feelings,
with a song,
with a guitar in hand, and a few Bob Dylan's lyrics. I think that it's better to have something tested scientifically because it can be repeated and shown to be fact. I think that's more important.
So wouldn't that be where the flat earthers are kind of screwed, because the math doesn't work?
See, that's the thing. It depends on. There's a lot of good arguments that they make that sound good, and they actually bring like measurements to the table and concept, like what I was going to say about to Bales, that they'll be sitting on the beach and they'll do a video, and then you'll see the boat going away, and there's curvature after, I don't know how long, but there's curvature, so the boat would have to go away because the boat goes over the curve of the earth and it starts to look like it's dipping down, but it's going on its merry way. Well, they'll take a camera fixed on the seashore and they'll let it go away, and then they'll just press the zoom button. And when it zooms in, the whole freaking boat is there. Whoa. And so, well, yeah. So, I mean, they also explain that people say, like, they say it's just a mirage of the earth and this and that, and there's a curvature. It's disappearing from sight. Light doesn't, that I know of, bend unless there's some sort, and that's why you don't see it anymore. And so they put these compelling things out there. So what would,
if it's flat, shouldn't we see the sun and the moon all the time together?
No. Well, we'll see. It depends. They believe that the sun and the moon are much closer and much smaller. In other words, there is no sun, so far away, at the center of our, solar system. The sun is much closer. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't know how many thousands of miles they believe. Mm-hmm. It's not a ball that is like a million times bigger than the, or I don't know how many times bigger than the Earth. They don't believe that. They believe that it circumnavigates, the flat disk. And as it goes spinning, it leaves your line of sight. It's not in your area. Therefore, there's nighttime. And as it begins to approach again, then you see daytime. And then they'll do, dude, it's like so extensive that they go into, and then they touch on the like the lunar thing. What?
Eloy, I have another question for you. Bales and Doc as well. How long have you gone without sleep?
Today?
Ever?
In ever.
2 days, probably. Max.
2
or
days.
Like a day and a half. 2 days, maybe.
So you skipped one night of sleep.
When you say it like that, it just sounds not worth mentioning.
Took all the girth out of that one.
Sorry.
Yeah, about that. Two nights of sleep. No, 1 night.
I think the most is I would have skipped 1 night. So 2 consecutive days awake.
What about you, Doc?
32 hours ish.
Oh.
Yeah, because I remember when I used to work for the telecommunications company, you used to bill from driveway to driveway. So when I left, I started billing, and when I got home, I stopped. And it was a legit 32 hours. I was right outside of Washington, D.C. somewhere in the pharmacy. The network had just crashed. And it was right around the time that point of sale equipment was starting to go to Cat 5 network cable, like new network style cable from the old stuff. So they decided on the fly that they were just going to replace everything instead of trying to fix it. So me and like 3 other guys went in there and we just went like banshees for. I want to say I was in that store for 24 hours at one clip.
Man, this is like electrician Black Hawk Down.
Yeah, this is before I was even an electrician. See, if I was an electrician, there would have been rules for making me work that long. And this is the little blue wires, the little communication, and they don't care about you. They're just no rules for those. We need to make money now. Until right. They were taking money by. There were people using calculators. It was yeah.
What's the longest you've been without sleep?
I did 2 nights.
Okay. And why are you asking that question?
Oh, just so we could all have a conversation.
So you were awake for 72 hours?
Yes.
And how did you feel?
Like crap.
The body needs that recharge.
Yeah. And the kicker of it, I can't even say like I was like full blown working, in the shop or anything. This was during college and trying to get my projects done and just busting through them.
Damn. Yeah, that sucks. We need rest to regenerate, dude.
I agree. Got to shut your brain off.
Do you guys like siestas?
No, I sleep like American.
You can have an American siesta.
I don't know. I don't know if you can.
Hell yeah, it happens daily across this country.
People taking chowder naps all over this great country.
Dude, are you kidding me? But it's more of I don't know. I don't want to say that, but I think it's a very Spanish thing because in Spain they close at noon and you get like a 2 to 3 hour recess. And people actually, traditionally, I don't know about now, but I remember my folks telling me about it. My grandfather would tell me about it. And they'd go home. They'd kick back. They'd maybe eat something, fall asleep, and then they go back to work to lock up and go home. And it's the siesta time, dude. You guys don't do siesta?
No.
You never do a siesta?
I've been known to prop my feet up and take a little nap.
Yeah.
Even gone in my truck and turned the heater on and stretched out. Sure. Not all the time, but,
A siesta. So you never, Bales, you never siesta?
No, I nap.
Oh, just get over yourself. So you do nap?
Sometimes, yeah.
Uh-huh. Doc, do you nap?
I try not to. I do. But my problem is like I don't nap well. Like if I sleep, it's sleep time.
See, at the beginning of this questioning, Rory was the only, everybody was like all against the whole, and now you switch the word from siesta to nap and everybody's napping.
Well, yeah, I was down with that from the beginning. I was just splitting hairs about the words that you used.
Oh,
since you can't nap like an American.
No, I have the traditions of my forebears bestowed upon me, and I can walk.
It ain't gonna fly in this country, pal.
And I can walk into just my house, middle, and lean up against, and I fall asleep.
Yeah, see,
that's because you're out of shape.
What'll happen is like the kids. I'll put everyone down for naps. I'll be like, all right, yeah, it's nap time, everybody. So, like, afternoon, I'll put something on TV or whatever in the wintertime. And the next thing you know, it'll be like 5 o'clock, and I'll be like stretched out, just like dead asleep. And someone will wake me up, like, Dad, or my wife will wake me up. And then I'll just be in suspended sleep state until 10 o'clock when I can go back to bed. Like, I'll just be waiting at that point, waiting, stupid, not really awake, not really asleep.
There's also an issue with the older you get, the less testosterone your body is producing.
Mm-hmm.
And that also is a factor in all that. We need more testosterone.
Yeah, you get that by exercise and going out, and that's where the testosterone is.
There's no way of getting it.
It's in movement.
We can't get it over the counter.
Not yet, but the testosterone replacement therapy is coming. I think it's starting to catch on in different spots, but
starting to get some girth.
Yeah,
I can get you some, Eloy.
Yeah. No. The injection he's going to give you is not what you think.
It's not over the counter. It's under the desk.
A testosterone injection in reverse.
No, but that's what's next. You're going to see Eloy when we're like 60. You're going to see dudes that are just like 65 and jacked. 65 with the body, looking like they're 30. Just
I want to
deteriorate.
I want to address the problem of the lack of Spanish.
I don't see how that's a problem.
No, I didn't finish the sentence.
Oh.
The lack of Spanish medieval stories.
What?
The lack of medieval Spanish stories. I want to address.
There's like burrito dragons out there or something in Spanish. Queso night suit.
King Arturo.
Let me grab my noble tortilla. Ay, ay, ay.
That was borderline racist. Kind of, a little bit. There was a tinge, a little.
See that
I was born in Albuquerque. I can pull the Albuquerque, New Mexico card.
Oh! You're
because they'd all get to the battlefield and then they'd have to stop for a freaking siesta, and then they'd all wake up and be like, it's time to go home. Lock up the castles. Maybe tomorrow.
The French guys are like, oh, that's a good idea. Let's take it now.
So
then the Cholos showed up.
So you see, here in one fell swoop.
Where's my car?
Rory just gave us the example. We have a limited Spanish not even medieval everything, because it's all a taco. See, here's the thing.
You got Taco Tuesday. That's a big deal.
Who's got Taco Tuesday?
The Spanish people.
No, dude.
In our market. That's their medieval story. It's Taco Tuesday.
Spanish medieval. Tacos did not occur in Spain, or did they?
Oh my gosh! I'm searching how old are tacos.
Yeah, let's find. Where was the taco? When? Yeah, how old are tacos? Let's get that
invented by the Germans.
Yeah, right.
By Adolphus Taco the Fourth from the Bavarian taco family.
There's a National Taco Day of October 4th. The word taco is the Mexican equivalent of the English word meaning sandwich.
Oh, and when did that happen?
It's believed that Taco Bell kickstarted the widespread popularity of Mexican food in the United States, founded in 1962 in the state of California,
New Mexico.
Blah, blah. And then Tex-Mex came. So the taco is only, 60 years old?
No, more than that. 1960s. What does that put us? 40,
80, 90,
2000, 48, 49?
Yeah.
49. Is this 49 years old? Am I doing the math right? Was the 60s 49 years ago?
Oh my gosh. Come on, Google. Help me out.
No.
How many years ago was the 60s?
Well, 60 to 2000 would be 40.
God, he just got to freaking count.
Plus the 19 that we're in.
So it's 60.
57.
The password is 59.
So,
yeah, close. 60. So 57.
So 57. So here's the thing. So Rory just lumped in Spanish with Mexican tacos. My first statement was that there is no medieval, because actually I've got a thing to say about there's no medieval like movie and there's none. We don't see any.
Now, when you say medieval, I don't know if this is the same time period, but it's like Don Quixote of that era.
I think Don Quixote was past medieval. I think it was more Renaissance, maybe.
I'm pulling words out. But
No, you're talking Middle Ages.
Middle Ages.
What about the Count of Monte Carlo?
I'm talking of anything from the 12 or 1300s, up until maybe the 1500s and 1600s. Could it be? The time of knights and whatnot. Prior,
Spanish, not France.
prior to the discovery of America, just talking about the formation of kings and kingdoms in Europe, where you had lords in certain areas. Rory pressed the wrong button again. He tends to do that.
Yeah, he did.
I don't think he just couldn't take any more of this nonsense.
Welcome back. So anyways, so here's the thing. So we always see movies about the King Arthur and English lords, and all throughout, you see all these awesome freaking, which I love that time period because I like D&D. And
you ever see Vikings?
That's like, isn't that like, in the beginning until they started yeah, I like Viking stuff too.
Yeah, because Ragnar's brother hooks up with... No, that was France. I'm sorry. That was France.
No,
Ragnar's brother hooked up with that princess, but she was French.
Yeah, Rollo.
Tony Rollo?
Rollo.
Anyways,
sorry.
the other day, I ran it across a thing on Netflix, and it said it was called some Cathedral by the Sea. Cathedral by the Sea. And I looked at, and I was searching for medieval stuff because I love to as much as I can watch medieval stuff. I just dig it. And I said, well, I don't want a cathedral. It sounds kind of wimpy, I want to see a little bit more, rough and tough. But I guess I'll watch it and stuff. And it turns out that it was an actual medieval Spanish frickin' thing, like from Spain. And they were building this cathedral with stones, and it's a story of a guy that lives in the countryside in Spain, and he's about to hook up with a lady there, get married and do the whole thing, and these lords come into the area, and they frickin' take her and have their way with her, and they're the lords, so he can't do anything because they'll kill him and everybody and the chickens and everything. And so she gets and they force him to lay down with her so that if she was impregnated, that kid wouldn't be like of that Spanish lord's loins. And so they force the guy to sleep with her, and they have a child. But they kill her. They come back. He's left alone with the kid. He travels to the big city, and it unfolds. It's the life story, not of the guy, but of the child. And it's freaking unbelievable. What a saga. And it was like really cool to see that aspect, because there's always in movies, you never see that.
Okay, so if you're a medieval buff, what is your favorite medieval torture device?
Oh man. Oh,
go ahead. I don't like torture.
The brazen bull. What the flying fudge stickle?
Was that medieval?
Not
sure, but I like it. That's the one where they put you in it and light a fire underneath, right?
Yeah, and then supposedly they had a system in there where so it was getting so hot and they were getting hot and needing air to breathe. Supposedly they set up a pipe inside there for them to breathe out of, but they actually used that to scream, so that bull became a trumpet.
Nice.
And one of the stories is the guy who made it supposedly was the one who was the first one to die in it.
Oh, I think I read that story.
Yeah, the blacksmith always gets screwed in every story. Damn time.
What did he do to piss the king off so much that he got put into his own torture device?
I think that was showing how twisted the king was.
Oh, I see.
Say it works. Let's test it out.
Yeah. Well, no. See, what happened was blacksmith dropped it off, and then he was like pulled the bill out of his back pocket, and he's like, "All right, so we're gonna have to settle up then." I got you. Here's what you need. And the king was like, you know what? Yeah, you're gonna have to get in there. I'm not writing a check.
Oh yeah, that was ancient Greece. Ancient Greece.
Well, I had actually saw a WikiLeaks document about this, and the inspector came to inspect the bull, and it didn't pass inspection, so they threw the smith in there and turned it on. And
yeah, they had to pull permits to get it from the city. New set of drawings.
Oh man, yeah, the pain in the butt.
So, medieval times, not good for blacksmiths generally.
Ever, all the myths and stories. The blacksmith does not do well. That's always a common theme.
But in Japan, they are renowned.
In the culture, but I'm talking about Eastern myths and fantasies.
Eastern or Western?
Or Western, sorry.
Yeah. Well, so just the long and short of it, I never see those things. There is Don Quixote and stuff, but I think that was later on, no?
Well, maybe it's just a unopened, untapped niche. They haven't explored that yet.
Or sell your idea to Netflix.
Yeah, who wants to watch that?
Stranger Spain.
Yeah, well, there's lots of history with that.
I mean, they did away with the History Channel because no one wanted to watch history, so they started showing other shit on there.
Nobody wanted to watch history?
If they got the ratings that they got with what they're selling now with the old stuff, I think they would have kept it.
That's pretty sad, dude.
Well, you think so?
I think so, because, I mean...
Remember History on the History Channel? Remember that?
I don't know. I didn't have cable.
But yeah, there used to be history. It was like, you felt like you actually learned something instead of watching some pawnbroker try to screw a guy out of something he found in his mom's basement.
I mean, Bales is all into history. We know that for a fact. I mean, he just did like a research on one of his ancestors and found that what was the connection there that you found?
Nothing of importance.
You heard it here first, folks. More exciting news to come.
What'd you find? Nothing. All right, back to you.
You had to find something, dude.
No one of note.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter, dude. Did you find at least where they're from, the this, the that?
Yeah, I've traced some back into Germany and France.
That's where the May part in my name came from, was France.
May.
Eloy,
you didn't tell me your favorite torture device.
Yeah.
My favorite torture device is the jug destroyer.
Look like... you look like you're making a wish, but never mind.
I can't. You know what? I don't think in terms of torture devices as my favorite thing of that era.
Here, well, I'll give you some just to jog your memory. The breast ripper,
dude. You're horrible, dude. Do we need that? What?
Hey, can you share this line?
The wooden stocks.
Socks. Not the rotten socks. Not again. Oh, the right. It's going to go on the left, and the left is on the right.
You know what?
Iron Maiden? Do you like the Iron Maiden?
Is that the one that they trap you with the pointy stuff inward, and you get crushed in that thing and bleed to death?
Yep.
No.
What about the Spanish donkey?
Here you go. Spanish boot. Spanish boot. You got the the Spanish donkey. It's a wooden triangle that they straddle you across, so it's like piercing up into your butthole.
Dude, why did they have to be so savage?
Because they were savages.
I mean, it's like,
look what they did to guys like similar to what they did to Mel Gibson and Braveheart, where they'd stretch them out, and they'd disembowel them, and then they'd 4 1/4 them. Man,
I mean, it's like overkill, dude. It's like,
you'll never take my taco.
No, senor.
Mi leche.
You guys
quiero Taco Bell.
That is not part of the history. whatsoever.
So Iron Maiden it is then.
I'm gonna have to go through when I upload this and see if I could put Spanish commercials.
Oh, that'd be great.
I feel I need to offset this.
Domingo, Domingo, Domingo.
I think I'm gonna pick the Judas Cradle because that just looks nasty.
These are awful, man.
Yeah,
They are.
I don't have a favorite. I celebrate their entire catalog.
I don't have a favorite at all, and I don't like the idea of torture.
Well, maybe favorite is the wrong word. Like, what comes to mind?
What comes?
And you have to punish the heretics that don't believe in flat Earth.
That's uncalled for.
Maybe you can just strap him to a chair and make him watch your YouTube channel.
Do you want to know something, dude? All of us that are sitting here on this podcast right here, right now, derive from those people that were doing those savage acts.
Yep.
I'm actually 20% Native American. I'm kind of offended by that statement.
The Indians, some of those tribes, they would once they had the white males,
20%.
they would drive reeds and things under their fingernails.
What?
Yeah.
I thought they were like singing the forest animals and fall-colored leaves are always flowing around.
They'd fillet their skin off. They'd dump boiling water on them.
Yes.
You've never seen that in the movies? That's exactly it, man.
I watched Pocahontas.
They were killers.
With wolves?
They were freaking killers, dude. You know, I'll say this, and I don't know if this is something that's touchy or not.
Stands with fist.
Stands with fist, yeah.
Kicking bear.
He got lucky.
I'm the only white girl.
Yeah. I mean, how lucky, That guy was full of luck.
I don't know. I think I would have kept her on seconds and kept prowling.
Really?
Yeah, I would have got some of that Indian strange.
You get some of that cocoa skin. Some Tatanka.
Oh, you would have been with the Tatanka?
Yeah.
Tatanka style. What would be Eloy's Indian name?
Sleeps with chowder.
Jug filler.
Oh, we said we weren't going to bring up the jug.
Running chowder.
Chowder spewer.
No, I like naps with chowder.
Naps with chowder. I like that.
And Bales would be chowder breath. Oh shit!
I would long to be called Chowder Stain.
A gleam in your a chowder gleam in your father's eye.
Or like I'm the only native with a beard, and I always got this big piece of chowder stuck in there.
Ooh.
I was gonna say something before, but you totally ruined it.
Hey, before next week. You think you can get some WD-40 for that damn chair?
I thought it was a musical instrument.
Yeah.
That's actually his knee.
That's you?
That's his knee making that noise.
Oh.
He's falling apart at the seams. That's his hip. It's a bad hip. Gotta get up.
My trick knee.
Well, whatever. So, long story short, I saw that movie, and it was pretty cool to see, and it made me think that thought. Like, oh, well, heck, you never see Spanish medieval movies, and like the whole, because as everything that was going on in England, Scotland, Ireland, and the tribal fights, one group of people fighting another to overtake, and eventually they'd become kings and queens. They were lords of their area. All that was happening in Spain as well, and I just found that's the thought that I had. Oh, well, crap. There's this whole section of how about frickin' and you see France, they do the French thing. They never talk about do you ever see things about Italy? Medieval?
I don't look.
No. But not looking. A lot of these countries you're mentioning all have something in common. Well, heavy Christians and Catholic, Italians, and Spanish folk.
Well, you see Rome. You you hear about Rome when talking about Italy and
Mr. Escagedo, I didn't know this was going to be on the test, so I didn't exactly. I didn't study.
Well, heck, I don't care, dude. You talk about what you want to talk about.
No. I'm just saying. I hear you that it's very possible that these people are misrepresented or underrepresented.
Yeah, no, I don't. That's fine. I'm just saying that it made me think.
Yeah, I'd never thought about it once. That I was like, oh, I wonder what. I know I've seen some documentaries and stuff about it, but nothing comes to the top of my head right now.
Well, for 800 years, Spain was occupied by the Moors, and there was that whole time in the Middle Ages where the Spanish were trying to fight them off of their land, and that was the whole time where the kings and queens and fighting over territory and all that. But there was a separate invasion going on in Spain, and I wonder, about sort of like what happened in that area, all of that, Italy during that time. I guess I could read up on it on Wikipedia. Wikipedia, I think.
Wikipedia.
Yeah,
probably.
Everything's always accurate there.
Yeah.
Well, it's all evolving though. They make notes, they correct them, right?
Or someone goes in there and maliciously changes them just to screw with people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's a good place to start, though.
I think so.
I mean, don't take it for gospel. Why, you got something better, Bales? You holding out?
Nope.
Okay, well, thought Bales was like, I got some website stuff.
I'm not going to Spain or Italy, so I can't research it right now.
You're such a bummer today.
Okay, so after the pyramids, we should all, once we get back from Egypt, Bales, we should all start planning our historical trip. We'll go on safari somewhere.
Pennsylvania?
I can attest that you do not want to go on Pennsylvania safari. It's not much fun. We should go somewhere else.
Miami.
The search for Nicaraguan food is not a safari. Okay, thanks for playing. I mean, I'm all for fried plantains, and I'm going to make that happen, but we should take a historical trip to go learn stuff about places.
In Mexico.
I'd go back.
I liked it when I went to Tijuana, and then I kept going to Rosarito. I think it was, Rosarito. And I was freaking shocked the whole trip. Shocked. You cross into this world that is totally not the United States.
That's why they call it Mexico.
Yeah, but it was weird. It was almost like you were traveling to I hate to say it like this, to the Old West.
I want to go to Peru.
Screw that, dude. You know how far away that is?
Nope.
Very.
So?
Dude.
Machu Picchu.
Strange people.
Dude, the strange people in Sweetwater.
You underestimate the wonders of America. You want to travel, you're looking all around the world in search of I don't know what, and it's all here, dude.
I know there's a bunch of huge mounds and earthen mounds in Ohio. You should go check them out.
Really?
Yeah. Tons of them.
Earthen mounds, like Indian burial mounds?
Those, yeah, but things that look like pyramids and mastabas underneath the soil. Tons of them in Ohio. It's a whole complex.
Like underground?
No, you can see it on top of the ground.
But like you can go inside?
But it's covered. No, they're covered with organic matter.
Ew.
It's covered with the Dunkin' Donuts.
Icky.
The burial mounds are right by the drive-thru.
Yeah.
Look, bottom line, dude, Bales tries to act like the cool and collected guy, like nothing is, but we're all sort of curious and open to, what's, out. Like Rory was saying, do you believe in science? The calculated sort of, or just like, I guess the alternative was whims and lore and stuff. Is that accurate? That just the other side of that?
It was saying stuff that can be proven with math or people's perception.
Right. And well, your perception can fool you. You have to test it and repeat it. I totally get that. But what I want to say is that we all are always searching and for a greater, bigger picture or that unknown thing. Even if we deny, we say no. I can't speak for everyone, but it seems pretty compelling that people are always on the lookout for meaning. It seems to me. Now, at least there's a strong push there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is that why you're going to Egypt, Bales? Find meaning?
Yep.
Are you working out and going to get ripped?
No.
I hope you find some meaning.
Why would I need to get ripped?
I don't know. You're going to Egypt.
Oh.
What if there's a scene where you have to take your shirt off? You don't want to look all fat.
Too late.
Yeah, like Indiana Jones it.
I don't know why.
I can fix it in post.
Why is Bales flexing and checking his watch like in Top Gun? I don't know.
I don't know why, but I get the feeling that Bales is going to be in a marketplace, hit over the head, and like weeks go by, and he'll wake up in like some chieftain's harem as one of his concubines. I don't.
Yeah. I'll be sold into sex slavery, but I'll be really successful, like Russell Crowe in The Gladiator.
He's gonna get captured, and somehow they're gonna get back to us looking for a ransom. And I'm like, I got this email, right, guys? I don't know what this person wants. But something about Bales.
They want 10,000 tacos. We don't what?
I really don't know what's going on here. I'm gonna put it in the spam folder, and then Bales gets killed because we don't answer the email back.
No, that's not a happy ending. We want Bales to survive, bow-legged or hunched over, but survive.
Yeah.
Bales, why do you have that hunch now?
the Egyptian hunch.
The Egyptian gimp.
Why have you lost all control of your rectum?
Damn near killed him.
Why do you have that picture of a camel hanging on your wall?
Eat a taco and 2 minutes later just falls out on the ground.
Sideways.
It's like a laundry chute.
Oh, man. See? No. Stop it.
You ever heard a taco whistle, Eloy?
No. Stop it. We're not supposed to. We are a higher whatever. That's not. Bring us into a higher plane. Don't do that. What do you mean, whatever?
Don't do that. Let him have some fun.
No,
You started it by selling me into sex slavery.
I'm sorry. You're right. I'm sorry. Tacos for everyone.
Yeah. Who are you to deny people those tacos?
Oh,
you're right.
I like crunchy.
Yeah. We do the double deckers here, which means we take a crunchy and we wrap it in a soft one, but you take the soft one and you smear it with refried beans.
Mm-hmm.
That way, when my sons crack their tacos, it doesn't fall onto the floor, and I don't have to make 500 of them. The soft with the refried keeps everything kind of together.
Oh, sounds good.
Yeah, that's some dad stuff there for you.
I had Chinese food today.
So did I.
Get out.
Yep, I had the chowder of the West, which is wonton soup.
Of the East.
No, the joke is of the West because I'm sure wonton soup probably exists.
I don't know. Our Chinese food is not the traditional Chinese.
That's what that was the joke I was trying to make. That it's not.
I got it, Doc. I'm there with you.
Yeah, it's not actual Chinese food. I should probably make jokes that are funny. But we're gonna work on that for the next episode.
Amanda made a great observation in that our local Oriental establishments, there are no Mexican people working in them.
No.
And then she asked me, have I ever seen any different races working in the Oriental food establishments? And I say I cannot. They've all been Oriental people.
Yeah. We had this conversation, didn't we? We decided that we found one outlier to that. The outlier to that being the food court.
Ah. I must have told Amanda, and we had another great discussion about it.
Yeah, for the food court outlier, one ethnicity of person, 90 ethnicities of food.
Dude, you guys totally ripped off my whole line from the other episode. Unbelievable.
What line?
The whole Chinese food thing that we talked about last episode, or
how did I rip it off? I think I had the same end of that conversation last time.
No, not you, Rory.
I know, I messed up.
I'm part of you guys.
I got my conversations mixed up.
When I mean you guys, I mean Rory and his lady totally freaking vamped off of that conversation.
We had a great discussion based off of Eloy's observation, which I forgot to recognize officially on the podcast.
All right, and then Amanda looked out the window, and there was this dude burning palm fronds. That's our zen. That's our reset. Anytime we need to bring it back on the center,
palm fronds.
The dude burning the palm fronds.
I just want you guys to admit that we live in a big question mark unknown, and we are curious.
Yeah, it's flat.
Oh, how could you not believe that things are weird all over? I find it funnier that people think they know what happened. It's like, oh, this is definitely how it went down. It's like, how do you know that? We've been alive for like way shorter a period of time. You haven't been alive that long. You're standing on the shoulders of people who may have been wrong to begin with. You don't know that. Some people that are like, I get that we have an idea and this is where we're going, but people are like, no, this is definitely the way it happened. It's like, oh, come on, how can you be so sure of yourself?
Yeah, exactly what Doc said. Does anybody disagree with Doc? Speak now or forever hold your peace in your hands.
You hold Eloy's peace.
Easily fit in your hand.
Of the Giants.
2 rows of teeth.
The Nephilim?
That was bad. I apologize for the teeth joke.
Double rows of teeth.
With your teeth!
No one likes teeth.
I kind of do.
Oh, man. Bales. Just too far. There it was.
So just to level off the thing, it's just a simple question. We don't have to go back into it. How many of you guys individually have searched that whole flat earth conspiracy thing on your own on YouTube prior?
Like I said, I've looked into it. I've read some stuff about it. I didn't know, oddly enough, what Rory had shared about the old-timey flat earth.
Okay. Rory?
I looked into it because it was entertaining, and I got quickly bored and moved on.
Quickly bored is a dismissive term. There was nothing in there that struck you while you were navigating the waters of that conspiracy that you said,
if tomorrow the news comes out and there is evidence and they say the world is flat.
The world is a vamp.
The world is a vampire. And I still got to go to work. I still got bills to pay.
And this is exactly the argument I gave last time we talked about the flat earth, Eloy.
There we go. I mean,
the world keep on keeping on, man. On the flat earth, I got to hustle.
Okay, there's so much wrong with that statement. That's a given, right? It doesn't. But we're talking about things. It's like, so what? I get it, but at the same time, it has nothing to do with that. You got to keep hustling. You know what I'm saying? Basically, it's some sort of okay. Look, man. Sometimes there's sacred cows that we don't want to frickin' take a mallet to and whack in the abdomen and have it poop all over.
Come on.
Why are you torturing cows?
Well, here's the thing. Sacred cows.
Sacred camels.
If I found out that the flat earth or the earth was flat, I would be so pissed off. That would be my first reaction. Would be like, really, that's the hill that we decided to die on, tricking everybody into thinking that the earth wasn't flat. Screw everything else. The world is on fire right now. Everyone's fighting. Nothing's cool. but we've had all these people secretly working nonstop around the clock since the beginning of time to pull the wool over my eyes.
You're already you and all of us are in it thick anyhow, regardless of flat or round or anything, because we're all cash cows as it is.
Right. But I would just be so mad that's where we decided that's what we were going to do as humanity. Well, we got to trick people. Are they having meetings behind the scenes where it's like, man, this flat Earth business is really getting expensive. We should just tell them we can't do that.
Well, yeah, I guess so, but I don't know. I don't know. I think that I think there's questions that are interesting so it's an absurdity, right? I get it. But at the same time, they bring little sort of tidbits of questioning, the established thing. And I've always been okay with that. No matter what, I'm open to, hey man, I come from the planet Xeon and this and that. And I'm like, oh really? So let's go ahead. Tell me, let's see. Yes, because in the year 1855, my ancestors flew from Xenon to Mach 1, and then the whole thing. Okay, well, how do you and see how you could ramble on, but like if there's actual little tidbits of not provable but compelling information, I'm totally willing to be entertained or even convinced if there's proof. I am open to frickin' suggestion. Totally. Bales, did you look into it?
I was looking up Mach 1.
I think you want to believe too hard, Eloy.
No, I didn't say that. Doc, did you not hear what I just said?
I do.
And
I still think that you want something to be out there really bad.
Okay, here's the thing. I don't know that that's true.
All right, I'm just telling you what I think from.
Right, I get it. I don't know. If that were true, I would say, you know what, Doc? Like, I'm a very honest person, and I will tell you, that's what I'm thinking. But okay. What I'm thinking is that I'm open to. First of all, I love to be entertained with those things. Mm-hmm. It's no different than. But secondly, if there's compelling thing, well, can you convince me? Go ahead and try to convince me. I love that whole line. I work in those terms, and so I enjoy to me, it's a thrill to. I've sent you videos that have to do with people doing debates, and you're like, nah, don't. I'm not. I don't want to deal with that.
It's a little too verbose for this guy.
Well, no, because that's just the way you. But to me, I get into that little debate with two people debating, like high school debates and everything. I'll just sit there because I enjoy.
You enjoy watching high school debates?
Yeah, there were some debates, court debates.
Oh, court debates.
Yeah, like how can this one group get over, like with one concept, get over on the other group in a courtroom setting, and gotcha. I just enjoy that. I thoroughly enjoy that. Gotcha. Yeah,
debates.
Yeah,
debates.
Master debates.
I knew it. I knew there was no way you were going to get off the topic without throwing that one out there.
No, that these are debates that are masterful.
Whatever. Try to reel it back.
Bales, do you like master debates?
Try to put the toothpaste back in the tube.
Yeah. Back in high school, I was a huge masturbator.
Master debater.
Jesus. Heard you were really smooth, too.
Oh, man. Scratch 408. We make fun of Mexicans and talk about touching ourselves. And I gotta try to sell this to people. Hello, hi.
Hi. We molest tacos.
Yeah.
Does your taco need a good molesting?
When's the last time you touched your taco?
I've been trained professionally.
Double decker.
I gotta go all the way to the base.
I'm trying. Yes, that's important. I'm trying to find a redeemable.
There isn't one. No, don't. There's not.
I got one.
Go, please.
All right, Bales. You You are 50 years old, and you find out that if you start working out, you will not only get in shape, but there is a part of you that will get younger, and you have a choice. And the choice is, if you work out, do you want your face to get younger and your body to grow older, or do you want your body to grow younger and your face grow older?
What? So I'm gonna have a young-looking face but a wrinkled body?
Yeah.
But I'll be in shape?
Yeah. Somehow.
I'll be in shape, but just some wrinkles? Or I can have a buff body with a wrinkly head?
Yeah.
I think I'll take the young head.
Really?
Yeah. What are you gonna do? Walk around with a hood over just wearing a
I was thinking
Speedo and a hood, and that's gonna.
I was thinking about some sort of luchador situation.
Is that the Mexican wrestler mask?
Yeah, I just go with the Mexican. I bet you could pull girls at a bar with
I didn't think about that route. That'd be the only way, because otherwise, in public, you got to lead with the face.
No, but think about it. If you had the young body, you'd be in better shape. So at least you could get your old wrinkly head around a little bit better. See, to me, I equated young man looking body with young heart and everything else. So
okay, but if your face looks like an old boot, you're not going to pull a lot of tail.
Hence the lucha mask.
Okay,
you could wear a clown mask.
Whatever works. You're insane, clown passing.
How old are we talking, though?
You're 50. 50 years old.
That's old for you?
I didn't say it was old. I just said you're 50 years old.
Oh, no, but I'm saying how wrinkled would things be?
You would continue to age. So for the rest of your life.
So normal.
Sure.
I still say head, man. I've got most of my face covered. You throw on some glasses. You get yourself a hat and a beard.
Yeah.
You just accessorize.
I'd go with the body, dude. Like strong body, and let the head roll, man.
Yeah, that's where I'm at too, man. I dig that.
You know what I'm saying? Screw that.
Invisible man look and wrap your head in an ace bandage with some sunglasses.
No,
yeah,
but
because what happens once young face takes his shirt off at the pool and he's got old man Bobby?
He's got old man boobs.
Yeah. You can't win in that situation.
You ain't gonna hook that up.
But you'll get a lot of 80-year-olds with that steaming body. So keep that in mind.
He'd have a great Instagram account.
He'd have a great Instagram.
Right? Everybody would be watching.
That's true.
Watch this guy with the old face and the young body. Watch him dive. Watch him go off the high dive. There he goes.
Dude, he's so ugly, but damn his butt. Oh. Be a Butterface. That'd be the perfect name for the account.
Butterface?
Butterface.
Septa head? Neck down?
Neck down, ass up.
Oh. I come over to your house again.
So where are we going to take our trip to? I like that. Scratch Safari.
We should go to Canada.
That's a great idea. Capital idea, Rory.
I will happen to be in Canada. We could all meet there.
Get some beaver pelts.
Get some beaver and be sorry about it.
We could go hunting beaver with Vigo.
I'm not sorry about it.
Go get a Vigo.
What part of Canada?
I'll be in Alberta.
Alberta.
Ooh.
Calgary.
Bales will be in Alberta too.
Ooh, that's the western side. That's up there. Maybe you'll see a Bigfoot.
That would be awesome. Just start putting a Bigfoot trap.
Yeah, forged
Bigfoot trap. We should start seriously doing that, not say anything. Forge Bigfoot trap.
Make that make a whole YouTube channel.
Yep. I'm gonna do this. This is what I do on the side. I've started a second channel for my squash.
Great idea.
I'm gonna give you two choices since Rory did the choice thing. You're in the woods alone, miles and miles away, and you're just lost in the woods. You have two choices. You're gonna that's gonna happen to you. Either a bear trap slams on your ankle in the middle of nowhere, or two, you fall into quicksand.
Quicksand.
Why would a bear trap smash your ankle? That's a tiny ass bear.
A small bear.
It'd snap up higher in your calf.
Fine, for Bales, it crushes everything from the knee down.
Damn.
I take the quicksand.
Yeah, me too.
Quicksand.
I think I can get out. I've watched enough Bear Grylls.
I'd rather be suffocated slowly than die slowly of intense pain.
So you do the quicksand. All of you would do the quicksand.
Right.
We didn't say we're going to die of this, so I think I can get out of the quicksand uninjured.
Okay, I'm sorry. Let me finish the thing. So you won't die of the bear trap, but you will die of the quicksand.
Yes, they say suffocation is a good death.
Dude, that's horrible.
Okay, Eloy, would you rather get stuck in quicksand or a belt in the closet?
A belt in the closet?
Like In Excess style?
Yeah.
Yikes.
Oh, man. And what are you hanging from?
A belt?
What's the actual structure that's holding you the belt?
A reinforced bar for coats?
Great. Oh, reinforced, but it's not made out of metal?
Whatever, hold your chubby ass up there.
There was some planning, we'll say that.
Damn, dude. Well, I don't want none of those two. I don't like them. I guess the quicksand, because you can stretch your hand out and grab a vine and start to yoga your ass out of there.
That's a good choice.
Let's not, Rory, let's not end this on yoga your ass out of there. Just tell us one more story, somebody. One final hurrah.
If
Rory.
you were locked in a dungeon and your only way out was to have intercourse with a little person, would you be the pitcher or the catcher?
With just one or multiple?
When we
Just one.
Just one.
No. That's not that.
I'll make a great cover image. You want to end it there, Doc?
Oh, what the fuck? I'm sorry. I didn't say that.
We talked about like I'm gonna call it.
Okay.
We're done here.
All right. Fails. Oh, thank you, Bales. I'm sorry. Oh, shit, man.
Scratch.